Hey guys, Alex here with a brand new video, and I guess I should probably start off with an apology. So I apologise for not uploading any videos in the past 6 months and not explaining why. So the problem was last October when I think my last video went up. I was really struggling to make the AMG webcast and even just any videos in general. I was living with my friends at the time. As you can see, I've moved back home, and I just wasn't happy, and I was working a lot to try and make a bit more money, and I wasn't in a very good place. And now I'm at the point again where I'm bored of not doing anything, and I want to start making YouTube videos again. So hopefully this time I'll stick at it, but you never know. Like, you go through swings of different emotions and feelings and stuff. So we'll see. Anyway, back onto the video at hand. I'm going to be doing a first impressions video for the first video back, and hopefully I'll then get on to like AMG webcasts again, because I know there's quite a few people that actually enjoyed watching them, well, the people that did anyway. But yeah, so first impressions, I'm going to start off with the one that I watched first from this anime 2016 summer season. So first of all, Real Life, that came out about a week, maybe a week and a half now, and it all came out at once, pretty much. This sort on Crunchyroll, and I thought it was an old anime series since it just all came out at once, like a Netflix series. It wasn't though. This is about a 27-year-old guy who is basically a NEET. He's got a part-time job, but he's not doing anything with his life, and he's bored and he's frustrated. And some guy walks up to him in the middle of the street and just goes, "Yeah, do you want to relive like your high school years?" And he's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, take this pill, and you'll look 10 years younger, and you'll be able to go to high school again and do your last year." But yeah, he ends up making a lot of friends, and obviously because he's got life experience, he helps the kids out as well, essentially. And he really enjoys himself, and at the end of it, you don't really know what happens properly at the end of the series. Ooh. But he ends up basically changing his life around. Yeah, the ending was a little bit frustrating because I wanted a few more answers than there actually was, but you can't really help that. I assume the manga's still ongoing, I'm not sure, but yeah, overall good series. I'd recommend go watching it. I binged it all since it all came out at the same time. I watched it all in about 2 sittings, so I watched about 3 or 4 episodes and then the rest of it one night because I was a bit bored, and I really enjoyed it. The second one I watched was Berserk. Now, this is a anime series which is set after the 3 films that came out quite a few years ago. So the Golden Age arc, I think there was. So I've seen films 1 and 2. I think I've seen all of 2. I'm not sure. I might have got halfway through. And I was watching this, I was thinking, some things have happened here, and some characters have probably died, and I have no idea what's going on. So, turns out if you watch the 3rd film, obviously, then it's continuation set. I don't know how many months, years, whatever after. But, yeah, you're better off watching the older series, the older films, before watching this anime series, because then you'll get the gist of what's going on. Now, this one's really interesting. The art style is really different compared to a lot of anime that I've seen. It's like if you've seen the first 2 seasons of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the openings to them are like 3D, 2D, and they look really stylized and cel-shaded, and that's kind of what this is like, but it's a bit more... The colours range from being really dark to being really colourful, so there's like no middle ground. I'm really looking forward to watching the rest of this one. Obviously the main character Guts is still in it, and he's doing stuff, but obviously I've missed a lot of the plot since I haven't watched all 3 films. The 3rd series is Food Wars Shokugeki no Soma Season 2. Now, obviously, it's the 2nd season of this, and the 1st season was really good, if any of you guys watched it. And this is just continuation of the awesome storytelling and people fighting in Shokugeki's Food Wars. And this one is set just at the start of the autumn food elections. So Soma is fighting Nakiri Alice, and I thought that it would end on a cliffhanger with this one where Soma's giving the judges his food, but it doesn't. It plays through the full episode, and the next one is... I forgot the names of the characters, but yeah, they literally go through one one whole shokugeki essentially in this one episode, which I really enjoyed. So yeah, there's more foodgasms and stuff in that. If you wanted more Shonen Jump Food Wars, the next one is Orange. Now this one I was really skeptical about. I watched it because I was bored. I read the synopsis and I was like, this doesn't sound too interesting. It's about a girl who sends a letter to herself in the past, who she's got loads of regrets. So she basically sends a letter telling herself that these are the problems that I want fixing, so I don't have any regrets for myself when I'm older. Now, it turns out, when you're watching the episode, it starts off in the future. So these 26, 27-year-old guys and girls are opening up this time capsule that they obviously buried when they was kids. And there's a character in that picture, in one of the items that's in the time capsule, that's not there anymore. So that kind of asks the questions like, so where's that character? By the end of it, I was like, oh god, this is going to be an emotional one. I'm going to keep watching it. Yeah, it was a really good first episode. And it obviously led the path onto the next, I assume, 11 or 12 episodes. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the next lot of episodes of that, which I was absolutely surprised at. The next one I watched was Momokuri. Momokuri, yeah, pronounced that right. And this, I assume, was going to be like 2-3 minute long shorts, but they're not. It's a full episode. And this is about a second year girl in high school who falls for a first year guy in high school. And is it high school? It might have been high school. And yeah, this is just like a little comedy cutesy anime. I enjoyed watching it. It was like good to fill a time. Like, this is probably one that I might end up dropping, but it was good to fill the time that I had. So yeah, I actually didn't find it that bad. The next one I watched was Days. Now this is a sports anime. So this one is about football. I don't know what it is with the name Days. It doesn't really suit football, but anyway. This one kind of reminded me of Yaomashi Pedal, if you've watched any of that. The main character is a little bit like the main character in Yaomashi Pedal, like starts off like that. He's not really got much going for him, but he's got a lot of he's very tenacious. Like, he just tries and tries and tries, and if there's more of a reason for him to try, he will try even harder. And I ended up liking it. I'm going to stick with it. Hopefully it's just as good as the first episode kind of was, because if not, I will probably fall for this really quickly, because sports anime have to be quite gripping, otherwise you kind of just fall off them quite easily. The next one I watched was Banana, yeah, there's only one there. And this one is about a cat that lives in a banana, and this was a 2-3 minute short anime, so this one didn't take very long to watch, and it's basically just about the shenanigans of a cat that lives in a banana. And the first one is about his dreams, and he wants to dream, this banana wants to be a chocolate banana, so with sprinkles on. So spoilers for the first episode. And yeah, this one looks really funny and interesting. Obviously they're only short, so they don't take very long to watch. If you've got a couple of minutes spare, I'd recommend go watching it. It was a good time filler, and they seem to be introducing different types of cats in bananas in the next lot of episodes. So yeah, that's on Crunchyroll anyway, so if you've got a Crunchyroll subscription, go check that out. The next one I watched, Taboo Tattoo. I watched this when I was at work, and I was quite disappointed by this one. I was a little bit let down. It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. The description sounds really interesting. It's about a kid who saves an old man, and he ends up getting this tattoo on his hand because he saves this old man. He's like, let me give you something for your troubles. And then this girl ends up seeing him, like, it gets like a little thing, if you ever watch Flash, where when he touches other people, sometimes they get like an electric shock. That kind of happened, and she ends up just like stalking him essentially for like half the episode, and it nothing really happens, but a lot seems to happen. And then obviously by the end of the first episode, he ends up using his ability like they kind of do to show it off in the first episode to get you hooked. But the first 15 minutes of the episode, nothing seemed to it just seemed really rushed, and nothing seemed to happen to like progress the story, and it was kind of boring, and I regretted watching it. But I'm definitely going to watch the next couple of episodes. Hopefully it's not as rushed and I don't know, there's something really off about it that I really can't quite put my finger on, and it, yeah, but we'll see. Go check that out if you're interested. Let me know about it because I wasn't quite sure. So the last one that I watched so far was Sweetness and Lightning. Now this is about a guy and his daughter. I assume he's middle-aged. He's a teacher at school, and his daughter, look, she's only little. She's like a little toddler, and another character who turns out to be the one of the teacher's pupils, and the teacher's wife has died fairly recently, and they haven't really been eating properly. They've been eating bentos from the local supermarket, and the little kid's basically starting to get a little bit depressed. The guy's getting a bit depressed, and he ends up going to the restaurant that his pupil's parents own to go for a meal. And they get there, and it turns out this anime is mainly about food and eating with your family and stuff like that, I believe. And yeah, like, it gets quite emotional because this little kid's obviously like, I want mummy to make me like meat. I want mummy to make me some food and stuff like that. And obviously the main male characters like starts getting all like depressed and stuff like that, and he's like, right, we're gonna get some food, some proper food. So he goes to his pupil's restaurant, and turns out she didn't really know how to cook. And then she makes them rice, and then it gets all emotional and teary, and the little kid's really excited, and it's really cute and adorable, and I shed a tear. Yeah, this one is really interesting. I thought this was going to be another short one, but it wasn't, and it set the tone for the series really nicely. Another an emotional, like, cutesy anime, which was quite sad, really, in the first episode, and it reminded me a little bit of Usagi Drop, if you've watched that, or Bunny Drop. Like, just little kids in, like, horrible situations is actually really sad, just as in real life. And yeah, this is one that I'm going to carry on watching. And that's pretty much it of what I've watched of this new anime season. Obviously, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is still continuing, and so is ReZero, and they're both really good. So far, the ones that I still have left to watch, Handokun, which is a prequel anime series of Barakamon, which came out a couple of years ago now, I believe. I want to watch that one. There's The Grey Man Hollow, Servamp 91 Days, I believe it's called, and the Heroic Legend of Aslan Season 2. I've only just caught up on Heroic Legend of Aslan, so them 5 are the ones that I really want to watch. And there are a few more that I want to get around to watching, probably, but I'm not quite sure on the names off the top of my head. I'll have to re-look them up, and hopefully the episodes will be out fairly soon. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for my first impressions of half of the shows that I've kind of already watched. I might do a second one, or I might just throw it on to another video or something like that if I cannot be bothered. Hopefully I'm going to be making more videos, because Troy has started making YouTube videos again, and I'm going to see if I can tag along on some of them. He's been playing a bit of Awesome Notes, and I'm not too bad at Awesome Notes, I might join him on that. And hopefully, overall, I might end up bringing back the AMG webcast, because I know some people quite enjoyed keeping up to date with the latest news. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. It feels good to actually make another video, get out there with my thoughts of this anime series season of summer 2016, although it doesn't really look like summer over here in the UK. Anyway, leave a comment in the comment section telling us what you thought of this episode and what I could do to make things better. Also, tell me what you're thinking of the episodes, the series that I've mentioned, or if there's any that I need to watch, because I'm always open to suggestions. Obviously, my Twitter account will be in the link below. I usually respond to I always respond to everything that I get sent via Twitter, unless it's like spam, so the spam bots and things like that. So yeah, go hit me up, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.